Oh, alright, good evening everybody. How we doing? Hopefully not too cold. We survived the snow, what little bit it was. Oh well, it was nice. Anyway, before we start off on some new business, I forgot to mention some stuff last time. Like, we'll start off with holiday depression. Let's discuss that. You know, truthfully, the holiday depression. It's brought on by us. It's brought on by the shopping commercials and, everybody else. People. We all feel we gotta buy people expensive gifts, the commercials, all stores commercialize it, make it feel like we need to do that. Nah, I don't feel we do. We just, a little something from the heart. Even make something, like I said. Let me tell you a little story. My great uncle, God bless his soul, Uncle Eddie, he used to buy for kids, even kids that he never had any kids, so he made sure that all kids, had a Christmas. Well, he spent a good bit of money on me and my sister. When it came to working age, my father felt like we needed to spend a lot of money too. Back on him and everybody else, which I feel was wrong. And, well, one year I didn't have the money and all I heard is cheap, 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 cheap. And that's part of what brings down people on the holidays and depression. So what do? My dad made me spend a boatload of money, overdraw my bank account, and, well, what do? We put ourselves in debt. Depresses are getting depression. And hey, by July, August, everybody's celebrating that, whoa, Christmas is paid off. Credit cards are paid off. Just to go and do it again. Well, I say, next year, even this year, why don't we make a little strike? Don't buy nobody anything expensive, because do we really need it? No, we don't. Just buy something maybe like somebody will enjoy. Maybe somebody needs. Nothing too expensive. And I bet you that'll get rid of some of that holiday depression out there. And of course there's some families out there that can't do like that or even do anything, so donate to Salvation Army what you can, and Toys for Tots, some great programs out there to help people. And speaking of which, we'll get to Toys for Tots. Thank you for everybody that showed up Saturday in the snow. I thought it was a great thing, a lot of kids and everything, and heck, during the snow it kind of made the holiday feeling. Made it great. So, thank you to everybody who showed up. I had a good time, and to those that did, I hope they had a good time as well. Now, I had some, oh wow, looking over my notes here. Anyway, we'll go back to the 5th. This goes back to some anxiety on driving and such like that. I was on 81 surrounded by tractor trailers. I was like, oh my God, kind of scared me a little bit. Well, I had to make a stop in Boonesboro anyway, so I turned off 168. Nice little drive, takes you a lot of old Civil War walls. If if anybody's in the history, it makes it a really nice drive. Really nice to see those. And takes you back through Devil Backbone and along Antietam Creek. It's just a nice, beautiful drive. Relaxed me quite a bit. Took away a lot of the anxiety and a lot of the oh shit. And of course, You'd think I would hit 70 to go back home. Nah, I just cruise down alternate 40 because that's a nice little ride too. Really relaxing, comfortable. So, anyway, a couple days later, I went to finish some of my holiday shopping, and you think the holiday shopping itself would be overwhelming and this and that, and nah, believe it or not, that kind of wasn't. It was people that had seen my accident on video and seen some of these videos. Oh my God, the questions and everything. I was surrounded in the store, Yankee Candle, by the way, and I was surrounded in that store, kind of like, oh shit, I wanted to get out of there. But anyway, some of the questions that they had, I will address. Like, here you go. No one. How does it feel seeing your own wreck? I get that one a lot. Well, at first, I was so doped up on drugs that the doctors gave me, which that's something else we'll talk about another time, that I don't know, I guess it didn't bother me too awful bad. But once I got off some of the medication, once they found out they were over medicating me, I haven't seen that video in a while, and usually it puts me in a kind of a weirded out mood. When I do see it, puts me in a very weirded out mood. So how does it feel to see, hell, that should have been my coffin. How does it feel? Like I said, it puts me in a weirded out mood, but some people would say kind of crazy, actually, which it is. So I'll just let you all imagine that feeling. And next one is, what kind of injuries did you suffer? I have a little bit of short-term memory loss, a lesion on the right temple of my brain, which, that will never go away, I don't think. Some nerve damage on my head and permanent headaches, and I don't like bright lights too much either. That kind of sucks. And PTSD and a couple other things that I don't remember. It's all in a crazy 100-page report. The next one is, how long before I drove? I want to say it was a couple months, if not a little longer. My fiance, now beautiful wife, which I thank her every day, and I will thank her again because she was there from day one supporting me, and never left my side, never left me alone, and made sure I had plenty of babysitters no matter where I go, and she still does. Drove me everywhere, and it kind of, it sucked not driving, believe me. Next one is, how long did it take to feel comfortable with driving? Well, at first it was little trips around town, little short trips for the first couple months, make sure I was good. I don't think I did my first alone highway trip for, I'm not sure how long it was, but the date of the accident, which was March 14th, the wife don't let me go anywhere. She tells me I have to stay home along with the people that babysit me in the places I go, which, like I said, because I am a fall risk, unfortunately I have to have babysitters, which sucks. Next one is that I got that day. People asking me about how I can see the video, which once again goes back to, I just don't really watch it no more, to be honest with you, because like I said, it puts me in a weirded ass mood. So we don't watch it. And that was all the questions for this week, which what really, like I said, took in kind of overwhelmed me. I wanted to get the hell out of the store. Actually, wanted to get the hell out of the mall, which I eventually did. Thank you, effing God. Oh, and then the other one, which is a comment all the time, that somebody had to be watching over me, and they all would like to know who that is. Well, you want to know the God honest truth? Kind of wonder sometimes myself who that was, because had to be a lot of people, and of course you know, I've had that since that they believe well, you would have to bet you go to church now. Oh, sorry about that. Bet you go to church now. Well, sure. It's the same as before the accident. I sit at home on Sundays and watch NASCAR and football and relax and not do a goddamn thing. And in the mornings, cruise in my Firebird or Trans Am to get my coffee. So I don't believe that you have to go to church to find God. God's in everybody's heart. So that answers that. Sorry I had to get religious on everybody's ass. I don't like doing that. Now, real quickly, because it's starting to get a little cold out here, and I'm doing this in front of the Christmas lights again. I would like to thank my buddy Arthur Gideon. Reason being, I was on my way home the other day. I believe it was, I want to say a couple days ago. I can't really remember. I didn't really write that in my notes here. But I was sitting on traffic on 81 North, and man, that was giving me the heebie-jeebies. Kind of freaking me out, but he was on the phone with me. And kind of helped me keep my cool. Kept it less nerve-wracking, which was, and kept me, you know, just talking about things, kept my mind off of sitting there in traffic thinking, oh shit, I'm going to get hit again, which, believe me, I was looking in my mirrors. There wasn't no tractor trailer, so it wasn't too hateful, but at least in my rearview mirror. So, wasn't too bad. We got through it, we got home, and once again, thank you, Art. Thank you, Art. You got me through it. You the man. Now, I guess that actually is all through my notes. My next one, I think I'm gonna have a little. Hopefully, if I get around to it Christmas Eve, I'm gonna do another one of these, and I think I'm gonna. I wrote a little Christmas story for the kids, so it won't be quite as long as me running my mouth and rambling and this and that. And if I don't, everybody have a Merry Christmas, safe holiday, and I hope you got your shopping done, because I did, and everything's wrapped. And I ought to put a little disclaimer in this, because the blinking lights are behind me there. If you have epileptic seizures or anything, please do not watch this, or please dim the phone down some, because I don't want anybody having a seizure during this. That would really suck. I don't want to be at fault for somebody flopping on the ground or whatever, which I have the tremors, which they consider seizure syndrome or whatever that is. I'm on meds for that too. So, at that note, anyway, it's getting cold out here. We'll do one shot of the Christmas lights there. How nice and pretty. My beautiful wife wanted me to put them in there again. Say hi to Abominable and Snoopy over there. And y'all have a good evening. Be safe. And like I said, if I don't get to this again, oh yeah, any questions, feel free to email me at zeppelin7617@gmail.com, or just comment on here. I'm cold. It's getting colder than a witch's tit out here. You all have a good night.